The bean holes, it's Eric and Nate, the bean holes, they're really pretty great, so shut up and listen to them talk. Eric and Nate.
All right, welcome to the Beanholes. I'm Nate.
I'm Eric.
Today we are continuing our Potterverse discussions with a visit to Pottermore.
Yes, a website that J.K. Rowling designed herself as a way to
Rawhide. J.K. Rowling.
She designed this website as a way beyond social media to keep in touch with fans and to keep building on the Harry Potter universe. And one of the coolest things about this site is you can actually sign up and get sorted by the sorting hat into one of the 4 houses in Hogwarts through a questionnaire of sorts. So what Nate and I are going to do today is we're going to take the test twice. The first time, we're going to answer the questions completely honestly and to see which house we get sorted in. On the second round, we're actually going to pick a house of our choice and try to answer the questions accordingly to see if we get sorted into the house we chose.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so as you can see on our page, we are going to sort and discover our house.
There's all kinds of stuff you can do on here. You can discover your Patronus. You can discover your wand. You can, what is it? I think there's another
explore. Yeah, you can explore almost all of Hogwarts too.
Yeah. And of course, they really would like you to look at the books, buy more books.
Yeah, buy more books.
There we go.
All right, let's begin the experience. I imagine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're not going to read the story. You really should know if you're any red-blooded American or Englishman.
Come on, you know the
anywhere in the world, really, people should know about the Sorting Hat. If you don't, look it up. All right. Ooh,
wow, we have different questions.
Different questions.
This is interesting. So, I'm more of a dusk fellow. Forest or river?
Oh man, we should probably hide it from ourselves.
What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Apparition and being able to materialize and dematerialize at will. Disapparition. All right. Oh, there's a bunch of options here.
This is not going to make a good audio podcast.
Transfiguration.
You're mumbling and I'm completely silent.
Well, tell me what you got. What's your question?
All right, my next question is, after you've died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Miss you, but smile. Ask for more stories about your adventures.
What? Ferrero, what kind of adventures did that fellow go on?
I guarantee you people will be asking about my adventures from other people. I like to keep my friends separate and my enemies separater. Think with admiration of your achievements. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead. After I'm dead, what they think. Oof. I don't see this one. Yeah, this last one. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead. It's what they think of me while I'm alive that counts. I don't care what people think about me. Period. Even you. I'm speaking both to you, Eric, and to our audience.
Perfect. That's the only way I would have it. I mean, those are some really interesting options. It's a good question too.
Oh yeah. Boom. Ask for more stories. What's your next question?
Mine was, what are you looking forward to learning most at Hogwarts? There was a good amount of options.
Holy balls.
Every area of magic
answers.
I can.
All right.
I figured was the easiest one.
A muggle confronts you and says that they are sure you're a witch or wizard. Do you ask them what makes them think so? Agree and ask whether they'd like a free sample of a jinx? Agree and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether you're bluffing? Tell them that you are worried about their mental health and offer to call a doctor.
I feel like you would be the third option. You'd be like, yes.
That's absolutely true.
Once every century, the flutterby bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of a crackling log fire.
I think you like that.
The sea, fresh parchment, home. Yeah, I like the fire.
Yeah, don't you have a candle that's like the smell of an old man's pipe or something?
Yeah, old pipe. What's an old man's pipe? We got the same question.
All right.
If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you?
Tabby cat, Siamese cat,
Ginger cat, black cat,
wow, this is lots of cats. White cat, tawny owl,
screech owl,
brown owl,
snowy owl,
barn owl,
The guy had the brawny owl. It's got a flannel on.
common toad,
The natterjack toad,
dragon toad.
Harley Quinn toad.
I think it's just Harlequin. Three-toed tree toad.
All right, they're messing with us on that one. As much as I'm a cat person, I have gained a small allergy to cats, so I definitely think that's out of the question. And not to copy Harry, but owls definitely seem to be a pretty decent pet.
I like the three-toed tree toad. That just is fun to say, and I want it in my pocket at all times so that I can say it.
I'm thinking the barn owl.
Good for you. What kind of instrument most pleases your ear? The violin, the trumpet, the piano, the drum. I gotta go with piano. I like a good violin,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, it's really easy to play poorly, and I prefer string instruments in a group, several instruments. Piano, you get to hear a couple notes at the same time. Yeah. Oops. That's there we go.
You and two friends need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he will let all of you pass. Do you? And it gives a bunch of options as like attempt to confuse the troll. Uh-oh.
Oh man, did we just see your browser history there?
Suggest drawing lots to decide which of you will fight. Suggest that all three of you should fight without telling the troll. Or volunteer to fight. I'm going with all three.
All right.
Ooh. Hey, we found another one that we're... which would you rather be? Envied? Imitated? Trusted? Praised?
You're getting quieter with every question.
Liked? Feared? This is a deep question. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm leaning towards trusted or praised. I don't know about you.
Oh, I know about me. I just don't want to affect your answer.
Well, then I'm going to click on mine. Boom, trusted.
Oh man, same answer. I think you're lying to yourself. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Oh, I got that one. Yep. Apparition, disparition, transfiguration, flying on a broomstick, X's and jinxes, all about magical creatures, how to befriend them, secrets about the castle. I think I would see, for that one I gotta go with the apparition and disparition.
It's a good answer.
But transfiguration is close, but I like surprising people. I tend to walk silently just to sneak up behind people and then start in the middle of a conversation.
I got the question about after you have died. I do really like the miss you but smile answer.
I will miss you because the dictionary definition of missing someone is noticing their absence. So I will notice you're gone, and I will smile because my life will be vastly improved with you gone. My question is, left or right?
Mine's black or white.
Oh, man.
I mean, does it really matter?
Well, see...
They clearly didn't listen to the Michael Jackson song. Both, please. But I would rather wear more black.
Oof.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at you.
Ooh.
Eric
all right.
has been sorted into Gryffindor. All right.
I'm guessing this is your last question, so you're going to get sorted as well. Hey!
All right, we're both in Gryffindor.
We both got sorted to Gryffindor. I'm shocked because I feel... I knew that some answers felt a little bit more like I don't know if I was purposely leaning away from, like, everybody wants to be in Gryffindor. It's the main house, but I was answering very clearly, like, that's a good answer, but this is what I feel more. And so it's interesting to be in Gryffindor. I don't know.
I suspect that a couple of these questions, it actually times you, and the time you take to answer matters more.
Really?
That's just a thought I had. I don't know why left or right would matter. I can imagine why black or white would matter, but it all depends on your reasoning for it.
All right, so
we're going to log out and specifically try to...
If you do log in with an email, you cannot get resorted into a house. You can technically delete your email, have it wiped, and then start clean that way. Mm-hmm. We signed up with multiple emails, so we can do this for your entertainment.
So I'm going to try to get into Slytherin specifically.
That's what I was thinking.
That's why I wanted to say it first.
Yeah, I don't know the other houses. I guess I can try Ravenclaw. I don't really know what defines them, or Hufflepuff, which is the weirdest name of all of them. That's probably the one that if I was going to Hogwarts, I would be so disappointed if I got sorted in a Hufflepuff. Like, just the name, not the color or anything. I don't mind yellow.
I would like to get sorted into Hufflepuff because I feel that I would really shine in a house of losers.
You'll be the puffiest?
I would be the puffiest of all the Huffles. Alright, I got, again, Forest or River. I'm going to go with River this time.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Okay, so I got different questions. So... late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have magical source. Do you proceed with caution, keeping one hand on your concealed wand and an eye out for any disturbance? Draw your wand and try to discover the source of the noise. Draw your wand and stand your ground. Withdraw into the shadows to await developments while mentally reviewing the most appropriate defense and offensive spells should trouble occur. I feel like this answer is a Gryffindor type answer. Draw your wand and stand your ground. This doesn't feel like Slytherin, but it's just...
That feels very Hufflepuff to me, but it's up to you.
I'm selecting that one. So you got the died question again.
Yep. I'm gonna say, since I'm trying to get into Slytherin, after I've died, what would I most like people to do when they hear my name? I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead. It's what they think of me while I'm alive that counts. All right.
A troll has gone berserk in the headmaster's study at Hogwarts. It is about to smash, crush, and tear several irreplaceable items and treasures. In what order would you rescue these objects from the troll's club if you could? First, a nearly perfected cure for dragonpox. Then, student records going back 1,000 years. Finally, a mysterious handwritten book full of strange runes. The student records, the runes, and then the cure for dragonpox is the second option. The runes, cure, student records, and so on and so forth. There's 6 answers with various out of these 3 items, which one would be your most, what you would save the most, and which one you would save the least. I'm gonna go for the strange runes, and the last one I'm going to go for is the student records going back 1,000 years. That's what I'm selecting. Boom.
What was your logic there? Did you forget that you were trying to go for a house?
No. Okay. That was exact. I did not select on what I would select, because me personally, I would save the cure for dragonpox first.
Yeah.
I felt that the runes seemed a little bit more mysterious, so like somebody might if they're in Ravenclaw, they might want to save that. The Dragon Pox is clearly important, so that would be second. And then the student records, forget that.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot and thought you were going for Hufflepuff.
No, I said that's one I would not want to get into.
Okay, good. Alright, so 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? A small tortoiseshell box embellished with gold, inside which some small creature seems to be squeaking. The gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key, marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the mark of Merlin. Ooh. The ornate golden casket, standing on clawed feet, whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within. Or the small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a scratched message upon it that reads, I open only for the worthy. Clearly, the ornate golden casket with clawed feet, with an inscription warning of secret knowledge and unbearable temptation. That sounds Slytherin to me.
I got the pet answer again. Trying to go to Ravenclaw, I feel it would be inappropriate to pick a cat. And a toad is just not, obviously Ravenclaw is named after a bird. I know it's a person with the last name Ravenclaw, but their symbol is a bird. So I'm going to go with a screech owl.
All right. I've got what are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? We've already been through these. I think Hexes and Jinxes sounds the most like Slytherin.
Yeah. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The power to read minds, the power of invisibility, the power of superhuman strength, the power to speak to animals, the power to change the past, or the power to change your appearance at will?
Ooh.
I really... this would be a really interesting question for earlier. If I was answering honestly, I would probably pick invisibility or superhuman strength. So I'm going to avoid those. Ravenclaw. I'm going to go the power to change your appearance at will.
Okay. I've got the pet question again. I'm going with black cat. It just seems very obvious.
Too bad a snake wasn't an option, because that would be even more obvious.
Sneaky snake.
How would you like to be known to history? The wise, the good, the great, the bold. I'm going to go with the wise.
Eric the Wise.
Yeah.
All right, I've got which would you rather be. We've been through all these.
Feared. Yeah, that's feared. That feels so obvious for a...
I think envied might also be true of Slytherin, but it seems kind of Ravenclaw.
They go after fear, though. Like, that definitely is their main...
Oh, yeah.
4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? The foaming, frothing, silvery liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds? The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums? The golden liquid so bright that it hurts the eye and which makes sunspots dance all around the room?
I meant to flush.
That's the R. Kelly. Did you order it? The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions. Go with the golden liquid.
I think that's the final question for you. One of your housemates has cheated in a Hogwarts exam using a self-spelling quill.
Ooh.
Now he's come to the top of the class in charms, beating you into second place. So, wait. Okay, he's at first.
Yeah, a guy cheated.
So
got in first place.
Yeah, and I should have been first. Professor Flitwick is suspicious of what happens. He draws you to one side after his lesson and asks you whether or not your classmate used a forbidden quill. Should I lie and say I don't know, but hope somebody else tells him? Tell him that he ought to ask them, and resolve to tell your classmate that if he doesn't tell the truth, you will. Tell him the truth. If your classmate is prepared to win by cheating, he deserves to be found out. Also, you're both in the same house. Any points he loses will be regained by you for coming first in his place. You would not wait to be asked to tell Professor Flitwick the truth. If you knew that somebody was using a forbidden quill, you would tell the teacher before the exam started. That's a tough call.
That is, because with Slytherin, I would feel the answer would be like cheat better than them.
Yeah.
I was leaning towards the second one. Tell him, just ask him yourself.
See, the or the last sentence here in the third one, that also, as you're both in the same house, any points he loses will be regained by you for coming first in his place. That sounds like a fairly self-serving reason for telling the truth. I'm just going to go with that.
Professor Flitwick is also Warwick Davis in the movies.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew he was in. I just couldn't remember what. All right. Heads or tails?
I
just went with tails.
Boom!
Woo! Slytherin, baby!
I'm gonna keep black because Ravenclaw is still a pretty dark house.
Sure, why not?
Bang!
All right.
Wow. I gotta say, I was really impressed because I assumed that all the questions would be in order and we would be answering them together. Definitely thrown off guard with not only the questions being out of order, but between two sortings that we had different questions, and it was very interesting to see new questions pop up. And it's kind of upsetting where I think that if you wanted to do this again, you would have to go through extra means because it does seem like a very interesting questionnaire to go through.
Absolutely.
But
what do you?
This does make sense because the Sorting Hat does, as if you've ever watched the first Harry Potter movie, it does read your mind, and Harry is thinking to himself, not Slytherin, and the Sorting Hat knows, why do you want to go into Slytherin? Slytherin's a great house. So if in your mind, I guarantee you are thinking the house you want and the aspects that represent that house, you will most likely get sorted into it. It might know you're lying, but I don't know. We just beat the Sorting Hat.
Yeah. I forgot that for my second account I called myself Nathan Mick Ferreira. All right, very cool. Of course, Severus Snape, Draco Malfoy, Horace Slughorn, Bellatrix Lestrange, Dolores Umbridge, Vincent Crabbe, and Gregory Goyle were all Slytherin characters.
Did you go more about my house? Is that what you clicked on for that?
So,
Luna Lovegood was a Ravenclaw. Mm-hmm. Mr. Flitwick, Professor Flitwick.
Cho Chang.
Professor Quirrell, who's the guy who had Voldemort on the back of his head.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah, Cho Chang. Cho Chang.
Yeah, but that's Cho.
Yeah, Cho Chang.
You're clearly saying Cho.
And Garrick Ollivander, who is the owner of Ollivander's Wine Shop.
Good for him.
Yeah. So, I as you can see, it only took even just 10 minutes for us to go through one, so I just to go on to Pottermore just to see what house you would belong to is a very interesting time. And yeah, this is the Beanholes for this week. Thank you for joining us, and keep on beaning.
The Beanholes.
Look it up.